Okay, hi guys, si Pia to. Welcome. So I just finished a workout here at home and I'm excited kasi matagal-tagal na tayong hindi nagkukwentuhan. The last live that we did with Century was my house tour and I hope you guys were able to enjoy that and get a little peek at my home. These days, usually, I'm doing everything at home. Natuto na rin ako mag-adjust to do most of my stuff at home. So very quickly, I'll show you guys my little setup here. Kung saan-saan din kasi ako nag-workout. Minsan sa sala, minsan dun sa makeup room ko, and then sometimes also here in my bedroom, just to change things up a little bit every once in a while, diba? Kasi, syempre, isa lang ang nakikita ko palagi. So, I have I only have mats. I have dumbbells. I have heavier dumbbells, like different weights. Just depende sa workout na ginagawa ko. And most of my workouts are done at home. I follow instructions from my phone. It really helps. It helps with your well-being too. I mean, I mentioned this already before, do sa last na live, but it's so important that you take care of your health in order, like, especially during this time, because we don't want to get sick, you know. So anyway, ayan, I'm done here. I am in my bedroom, by the way, guys. So just to show you real quick, matagal-tagal ko na kayong hindi dinadala dito ulit. And this is the living room, kitchen, dining room, yeah, area, right here. You see it? There we go. Yeah. Ay, kita nyo ba yun? Wala yun last time. Wala yun nung last na house tour. That's my little bike. Just let me show you. I mean, it's nothing like fancy, but dati wala to. But then now we have a bike and more fitness stuff. So anyway, here's my little space. This is the living room, dining, and this is the kitchen. So, okay. Magkwentuhan tayo. Last time, I was able to show you guys my space and my home and how I usually, and how I designed it and paano namin pinag-isipan yung design. But this time, we're talking about how you take care of yourself and really parang ano yung mga things na ginagawa ko dito sa bahay. So like I said earlier, working out is so important to me. 3 things actually, and share ko na rin sa inyo that are super important. It's getting, being active, not necessarily tumatakbo sa labas or nasa gym, pero kahit na konting light na workout lang sa bahay really helps. It helps build your immune system para hindi tayo magkasakit, lalo na sa panahon na to. And also, it helps you feel good. Siyempre, di ba, dahil hindi nga tayo masyadong lumalabas, medyo limited yung physical movement natin. We need to move. So then we also release the endorphins and feel good. And then we don't, hindi tayo nalulungkot. So aside from that, getting good sleep is also so important. That's why I really made sure that my bedroom was super homey sa taste ko para para yung importante talaga kasi yung tulog. And of course, good nutrition. And that's what I'm going to show you guys right now. I'm about to make a smoothie. Usually, after workout, gumagawa ako ng smoothie. Isa to sa mga naturo sa akin ni Jeremy, actually. Nagmawa ng smoothie, lalo na sa umaga, breakfast, and after a workout, because it's when your body is like really ready to absorb all the nutrients. So, yeah, I'll show you guys what I do, what I usually do. Hindi ako super kompleto sa ingredients, guys, but this is good. So anyway, just to show you guys real quick, I usually have some cucumber, just a handful, some carrots. Naka-pre-cut na to kasi alam ko na after workout, maghahanap ako ng maiinom. And then I put some ginger also and apple. Usually I put a banana in, but parang di umabot yung bananas ko. They're overripe now. And then some spinach. Oh, celery. Kailangan to. We need this. And some. I'm looking for you. Okay, guys, mag-comment lang kayo. Keep commenting. I recently just posted sa last post ko with Century about the advantages and disadvantages of condo living. So, kayo guys, like I still want to hear from you. Ano ba ang mga hang-ups niyo sa paglipat sa condo? Bakit niyo gusto at bakit hindi niyo rin gusto? Depende. Like, let's talk about it. Let's weigh the pros and the cons and let's try to ako interested ako na marinig yung side niyo, kung ano yung mga worries niyo, yung mga iniisip niyo, ganyan. Kasi maybe I can answer some of your questions and give you some the juice. Sorry. Some of your questions and give you some enlightenment on some of the issues in condo living. So, there we go. This is how I usually do this. It's time. Okay. May maririnig lang kayong okay. It's a charity. Medyo may maririnig lang kayo na konting ingay, but this will only be for a few seconds while you guys type in your questions for our discussion. There we go. Okay. I should have put more greens. It's not very, very green, but okay na yan. So, by the way, guys, sometimes pwede nyo yung lagyan ng chia seed to Tsaka, to real talk. I know we're talking about health and fitness in general, pero real talk, this has been saving my life. Like, I've been eating everything, but parang na-maintain yung weight ko kasi inom ako ng inom nito. So, alam mo yun, parang kahit na I'm being bad sometimes with my diet, like, I still keep it balanced because I drink a lot of green shake anyway. So, it's a nice life hack. And it keeps you healthy too. And it makes you feel good. So, importante yan. Cheers, guys. And guys, aside from taking care of yourself, physically, mentally, it's also so important na yung surroundings mo make you feel good and you live in a space where you feel like, may space ka, may greenery ka, and that you have the beach right, outside of your doorstep. How awesome would that be, if that was possible? But it is possible with Azure North, and that's a property that I want you guys to check out. So please watch this. after my bedroom, ito yung second na parang workstation. Yeah, so it's really comfy because I love that I'm next to the window. Yung mood ko kasi talagang na-affect ako ng light. So gusto ko na I get to see the sunlight from outside and I get to feel it too. So I love working here. So while I set this up, kasi para tayo nagpo-vlog style. While I set this up, I'm gonna call Jules. Now Jules also lives in a century home, and she's also an interior stylist. So let's ring her. Kumustahin natin siya. Let's talk to her. Let's see what she's up to and how she's adjusting to the new normal and doing most of her work at home. So yeah, let's check up on her.
Hi, Pia.
Hi, Jules. Kumusta?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
You just have your workout?
Oh yeah, so I just finished and I just showed them my kitchen, and then now here sa living room area, and so I was just showing everybody around, and naisip ko natawagan ka para kumustahin ka, and because I know that we also talk to a lot of people online with regards to condo living. So naisip ko na you would be the best person to talk to about this because like me, you also live in a condo. So I did a post asking people kung ano yung mga advantages and disadvantages nila with living in a condo.
Which led me to an idea. There are so many misconceptions about condo living. And since you and I have lived in a condo, I think it's also timely na we can talk about the myths and misconceptions. I mean, diba, since the lockdown happened in March, it gave us a long time to think about and reevaluate our lives. I mean, imagine staying in your home for 7 months straight, most of the time, and not going out. Meron kami mga myths na nalista. Are you game to try to debunk them?
Yes, let's do it. Sige, sige.
Myth number 1, condos are too cramped. Masikip. What do you think about it?
Kasi di ba parang I don't believe that at all kasi parang it's all about learning how to organize your things. Magiging cramped talaga siya if you're not making use of the spaces around you. I think your lifestyle also has to do with it, di ba? And well, I here where I live, it's actually parang open space siya, open plan yung yung kitchen, living room, and dining area. So it doesn't feel cramped at all. I mean, it just depends on like the orientation of your furniture, where you place things, and how you keep the place feeling light and spacious, diba? Ikaw, what do you think?
Actually, a lot of the talk is revolving around the square meter of the space, diba? Be it square meters, 28 square meters, and we know that there's a lot of options out there in the market. But what people forget to realize kasi is thinking if there are enough natural light streaming inside your unit. And it actually affects the way you feel about the space. You may have a 50 square meter space, but if the windows are too small, diba iba yung feeling na merong actual sunlight na streaming inside your window and you feel light and airy. I think that's one of the most important things that you should consider, diba? And you brought up a good point about space planning. Syempre, kapag nag-design ng isang unit, maraming orientations, diba? It could be a studio, it could be a 2-bedroom or a 1-bedroom, or it could be a 3-bedroom. Like yours, right? But if it's not designed well in terms of how the occupants will navigate around the space, it won't work if it's not designed as such. So, tama yung ginawa mo actually na talaga nag-hire ka ng professional interior design team to help you out and furnish the space. I love it. I actually haven't visited you pa nga. Diba? I haven't gone to your space. Kasi nga,
Pati sumakto yung timing, di ba? Na kung kailan, yung home tour dapat kasi din, guys, yung home tour, gagawin sana namin yun na isushoot namin siya and then we'll upload it online so you guys can see it anytime. But then we had to do it na ganito din, parang through a video call din. Anyway, hopefully soon you'll be able to come and visit.
Correct. I'm excited. I love the design of your space. So speaking of space also, no, you also need to think about the outside of your unit, not just within the four walls of your unit. So with Century Properties kasi, we thought of that, na parang hindi lang dapat na you think about the confines of your unit, but you also think of amenities that your family or yourself can also enjoy. Swimming pool, a gym, a good lobby, also all the other amenities like a kindergarten and crash and Commonwealth. Lahat ng mga amenities na yon also gives you a chance to not feel like your space is too cramped because you're living outside of your unit pero safe. Ikaw ba nagamit mo na yung amenities?
They've been so useful, especially nowadays during this time. So I live very, very close to Century City Mall. So sobrang convenient nun because I don't have to take the car anymore. I only have to walk. Tapos I get to do my groceries, all the essentials that I need, like medicine, groceries, getting fresh produce, food basically. And one more thing that was really helpful to me because I had one night where I had to go during this whole lockdown, like kailangan ko, kasi I'm very like severely lactose intolerant and sometimes I need medicine to help me. Like it's really bad. Pero one time tinamaan ako nung sakit ng madaling araw during lockdown. Tapos syempre natatakot akong pumunta sa yung mga big na yung mga hospital ganyan. But then there's a Centurion nearby. So doon ako pumunta, tapos pumunta ako sa urgent care. They're open 24 hours and they were able to help me like at 12 midnight nandun ako. And I felt safe because like they really check on you. Isa-isa lang din so you're not with other people there and they're all in PPE, being very safe. So I felt very safe. Knowing that they were nearby, that I didn't have to take a car, that they were open for urgent care 24/7. These are things you don't think about when you're healthy at wala namang masakit sa'yo at the moment. Pero pag kailangan mo na talaga ng tulong, it's like it's heaven sent. Yung doctor din na tumulong sa akin doon was so, they were so nice and I felt like they were really taking care of me. So parang super lifesaver talaga.
That's so nice to hear. I'm so happy. Actually, natuwa ako sa post mo kasi nung post ka about like crowdsourcing, about their thoughts and reservations about condo living, I want to talk about some of the comments. Okay lang ba? Kasi natuwa talaga
Yeah, go.
Ito. We used to live in a condo. I had loved it, but as time goes by, it became cramped. Plus the part where you can't really throw a massive party without worrying about your neighbors and pets are not allowed. We have to talk about this because in Century, actually, guys, pets are welcome.
Yeah, right? And that was one of my first questions also moving in because I wanted to know if Century was pet friendly because I also love pets. I don't have any pets here with me right now, but I love pets. Natuwa talaga ako nung nalaman ko na pet friendly yung Century. Even the mall.
Meron naman talagang condos na hindi talaga allowed. But with Century, we give importance to that because our pets are also family members. I mean, my dog is my baby, diba? Your cat. So as long as it's domesticated pets, welcome yan sa condo.
Yeah. And about the house parties, I don't have house parties, but I invite friends over. Tapos nagkakaraoke kami dito. Tapos, like I entertain guests and I've never really had a problem entertaining guests here. And not just because si Pia ka kasi so walang magrereklamo. Like, totoo. Kasi yung mga kapitbahay ko hindi naman nila ako kilala. True, real talk, hindi nila ako kilala kasi hindi sila... hindi nila ako kilala. So parang because I think they're also sila siguro expat. So alam mo yon, hindi sila sa pageant ganyan. Which is okay lang din. Pero it goes to show that hindi sa nagpapaka VIP treatment or anything, but I never had any problems entertaining guests here. Syempre syempre naman, be respectful and be mindful that you're not like blasting really loud music. Correct. like past midnight.
Like
of course
11
not.
p.m.
Yeah, but then hindi rin naman yung parang you're tiptoeing in the living room, 'di ba? Hindi
True.
naman din gano'n. So,
But people forget, ha? I mean, with amenities, you can actually hold parties. I mean, if your condo
oh
has a
yeah.
right, like for example, in Azure in Parañaque, there are like I think if I'm not mistaken, 2 to 3 event spaces that you can actually rent to hold your party. I mean, for me, I would rather hold a party in the amenity area, and then para hindi naman sobrang, sa condo unit ka magpa-party and you have so many people inside your unit. I think
Yeah.
if there's an amenity, maximize it, di ba?
Yeah, oo naman. When I can, when it's allowed, like ginagamit ko yung yung mga amenities talaga. Laman ako ng gym, ng sauna. Laman ako like lagi ako nasa baba. Ginagamit ko talaga siya. So, you're right.
You can
If
book
you
it for
don't,
yourself, di ba?
yeah, yeah, of course.
Yeah. All right. Sige. So move on tayo kaya sa second myth. You want?
Sige.
Oh, sige. Myth number 2, condos are high maintenance and too expensive with condo dues. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Ikaw muna.
Houses are more expensive and just more and high maintenance, period. Condo talaga, hindi, I mean, of course, mayroong dues na babayaran every month. That's part of it in any building naman. But then that goes to the cleanliness and the maintenance of the place that you live in as a whole. So alam mo naman kung saan napupunta yung binabayaran mo, di ba? And it's also
Correct.
that sense of security that when you come in and out, there are people who are really checking your temperature, really making sure that no unwanted visitors are coming in. You're safe, you're secure from COVID and from other people. Alam mo yun? Like, you feel safe. So, alam mo yung konti na yun na binabayad mo na yun, nakikita mo naman kung saan napupunta. But if you have a house, that's more expensive, ha? Ang maintenance ng bahay, mas mahal talaga. So, ako, sa lifestyle ko and where I am at in my life, like I'm not married yet and I don't have any kids yet. So parang this is perfect for me because and look, my line of work also, like I'm traveling a lot and I'm not at home all the time. This is perfect for me because um I don't have to worry about yung maintenance because I'm not around all the time and the space is perfect for me. Everything is nearby. It's just the perfect fit for me personally. Pero I would disagree nga na mas na mahal ang condo at
Correct,
mataas
correct.
ang maintenance. Mahirap ang maintenance.
Tama ka. Kasi in your condo dues, it actually goes to your concierge services,
Yeah.
engineering, commerce, security. I mean, all those assistants, that's priceless. And the good thing is, it's fixed. Hindi katulad ng if you're gonna do it on your own, you don't know like if the storm drain is gonna conk out or something parang gets busted in your pipeline in your house. I mean, you're
Yeah.
gonna do it on your own. But with a condo, you can just, diba, pick up your intercom. I mean, we have intercom. That's awesome. You can just pick up
Mhm.
your intercom and then call your concierge and say, something is parang blocking my drain. Can you send someone? And someone goes there. So
Yeah.
actually, to me, at the end of the day, you don't see it on a per peso sense. You see it
Mhm.
on a time sense because time
Mhm.
is the most expensive
Yeah.
asset that one has, right? So if the community can actually help you make the most of your 24 hours in a day, that's luxury, right?
Mhm. Mhm. And it's really not so much when you compare it nga to a house. Like, tama ka sa sinabi mo. Ito na lang, hindi mo
Mm.
isipin na it's a problem now, but what if something happens to your plumbing, to your kitchen, or your bathroom? Like, during a lockdown, like, saan ka hahanap ng tutulong sa'yo? Diba? Pero pagka nasa condo ka, tatawag ka na lang, tapos andyan na agad sila.
Correct.
Um,
Na
so, ako,
naka-PPE, naka-mask, diba?
oh, yes. Oo, naka-PPE, naka-mask. Kahit yung mga security sa baba, sobrang strict din nila at tama lang naman, dapat lang naman din. So I like love living in a condo actually because I have no worries. Like parang wala, relax ka lang. Everything is taken care of.
Yeah, and you're so busy. I mean, you don't want to take up so much time worrying about these things, right? It needs to, it needs to be a property that works for your lifestyle. So dun sa comments na nakuha sa Instagram mo, Pia, meron ditong nag-comment na, okay, it is common in a high-rise condo to have water leaks. Getting insurance is a necessity for any unit damages, example, water damages. This is actually a good point to me. Getting an insurance for your property is a wise move. Syempre, hindi mo pa rin naman alam kung ano mangyayari. So, having an insurance policy to protect your property, which is your hard-earned savings, right? It's a wise move.
Yeah, I would agree also. I mean, with anything naman that you own, na medyo expensive, kanyan, may value, like you really want to put, you really want to have insurance with it for that extra safety and security lang, because you never know, what could happen, and you don't want to, get out of pocket pa to try to fix something that could have been covered by your insurance already.
Oo nga, tama. Before we end the myth number 2, I just also want to share na yung mga PMOs natin, property management offices, meron silang regular emergency preparedness drills. Did you know this? Na
Ano yun?
nagdi-drill sila. So for example, fire drill or earthquake drill, just to make sure that all the equipment in the facility and the building are all working well, all the emergency equipment, and then everybody knows what to do in cases of emergencies. So ito kasi din yung parang na-bring up na comment din sa post mo about emergencies. I wanna share din kasi na before, I think last year to, Pia, as in September last year, I was in Commonwealth by Century. I was there because I was fixing up our model unit. And then, dinala ko yung parents ko kasi nga, syempre, both parents ko retirees, walang magawa. So parang, pwede ba kaming sumama? So sumama sila sa akin sa Commonwealth. And then we slept there, parang mag-overnight kami. And then unfortunately, my mom felt so sick the next morning. It turns out, may emergency, pala siya, para health-related emergency. So imagine, tumawag lang ako I just picked up the intercom and then I called the lobby and said, help, my mom needs to go to the ER. Promise, it saved her life. As in, real talk to ha. As in, nagulat talaga ako na, talagang ora-orada, andun na yung guards, andun na yung, merong pang wheelchair, andun na yung may nag-assist, tapos, ni-roll siya sa wheelchair, dinala sa car, tapos nadala namin sa ER, as in in just a few minutes. And parang for me, with this lockdown, everything that's happening right now, it makes you reevaluate and parang realize that these services that you have at your fingertips is something that can actually save lives too. So I just want to share. I know it's medyo seryoso, but yun. Kasi parang it's talagang natuwa talaga ako. And I kept telling them, you saved my mom's life.
Oh, alam mo, totoo talaga yung sinabi mo na yan na, I mean, first of all, that's amazing ha. And I applaud the team for moving so quick to help you and your mom. Like, grabe.
I mean, yung
totoo yan kasi
wheelchair, di ba?
Yeah. Kasi what if nga, di ba, you're in a house and then you're alone and then mabuti na lang talaga may intercom tapos makakatawag ka ng tulong, somebody can come and help you right away. You don't feel alone. Diba?
Correct. Tama. Okay. So, move on na tayo sa myth number 3, Pia. This is, I think, the last myth. There's nothing much to do in a condo. There's nothing much to do in a condo daw. Okay, so before we talk about that, pakita muna natin sa kanila yung bagong commercial ng Commonwealth by Century.
Oh, yes. No? Okay.
Sige, guys, panoorin nyo to. Okay, we're back, Pia. So there's nothing much to do in a condo. Oh my God. Naniniwala ka ba dito?
Okay, first of all, no. Yan yung no talaga. Parang, nasa sayo kasi yan eh. Like, ano bang nasa loob ng condo mo? Maboboard ka talaga kung talagang, ano yan eh, you make your condo your own, di ba? You make it your space. A condo naman doesn't have like all the stuff that you need right away. Like it has to fit you, and you also have to make it work for you. Like, yung unit mo na lang, syempre, lagay mo na lahat ng mga kailangan mo dyan, and yung mga kailangan mo ngayon kasi lockdown tayo, or most of us are at home. So, gawin mo na yung workspace mo dyan. Like, let the space work for you. And kung sasabihin naman ng iba, paano yung mga gym? Paano yung mga ganyan? May gym nga, may pool pa. Tapos malapit pa sa mall, malapit din ako malapit sa Centuria. So parang hindi mo rin masasabi na walang magawa sa condo. Parang that's not true at all. Everything is in the condo, in the building.
Correct. Kasi may video kay ka pa. Diba?
Oo nga!
Tama. Actually, yung amenities na lang eh. Like with Century kasi, yun nga, we're known for delivering hyper amenitized communities. We have so many amenities to offer. Kasi iniisip kasi namin pa nagde-deliver ng condo project, ano ba yung what's in it for the mom? What's in it for the dad or for a young professional? How will it affect their lives? For the kids, diba? Will they have a place to play, or is it safe? Is it also fun for them to live there? So, kasi nga, parang people forget that even though a real estate investment is, parang talks about so many legal documents and total contract price and what have you, it's actually an emotional decision to take this step and be independent. I mean, I think we're the same na we don't have kids yet, right? I'm much older than you, by the way. I don't have kids yet.
Hindi naman halata, Jules.
Naman. It's the hair.
Hindi mo na minention.
Tapos, di ba, parang, and then we realize na living independently is actually one of the most important milestones in our lives. I mean, can you imagine having your own space to call your own independently from your parents or what have you, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, definitely. Ano yun eh, life lesson. Kailangan mapagdaanan mo yun eh.
Ano natutunan mo? Realize mo sa one...
Oh my gosh. Okay. I learned so much because I actually moved out of my mom's when I was 18. Because I've been living in, and most of my adult life, I've been living in a condo. So, you learn talaga. You learn how to grow up. Ikaw bahala sa bills mo, sa grocery mo, sa pag-budget, sa pag-design ng place. Parang, itong pag-ipat ko dito sa Century, yung difference dito sa mga dati kong natiran is that I made it really my own. Like, it's my personality, it's me, and it's stuff that I like. Like, pinili ko personally yung mga gamit, and then nilagay ko dito yung mga things that I care about, that will entertain me. Like, yung pag-workout na lang, since we can't go out and work out, and that's something that, that I love to do. I brought it home here with me, and I make the space work. I realized na hindi naman, one thing I learned during this quarantine period is that hindi naman pala natin kailangan lumabas to get things done. Like, so much can be done indoors and at home. It's just a little adjustment at the beginning, and I guess it's still nakakamiss pa rin syempre lumabas, pero it works. It still works, and everything you need is here at home, and you feel safe, you feel secure, you don't feel alone. That's importante yun na hindi mo ma-feel na nag-iisa ka.
And also, personal finance, you also learn, I mean, di ba, simple lang, kung hindi ka magbayad ng bill mo, mapuputulan ka. Yun lang. Responsibility.
Yeah. It teaches you to be responsible talaga, to be independent, to be responsible of your finances, yung pagbabudget, yung pagme-maintain, and Ako, parang important yung mga life lessons na yun eh. Kasi matututo ka din, na-apply mo siya sa ibang bagay and throughout your life, di ba?
Correct, correct.
Yeah, like condo
And to also,
living really
ano,
works.
to also become a good neighbor, 'di ba? I mean, people forget that na it's also important to learn how to be a good neighbor, respecting, when you see them in the hallways, do you say hi? Do you say good morning? I mean, the elevators, 'di ba? Like we spend so much time in elevators, and that's a space. I mean, imagine that small space is the space where you see your neighbors, 'di ba?
Yeah.
I wish people realize that living in a condo is also like living in a community na
Mhm.
you also have to respect each other, right? Kasi nga, you're actually part of a corporation. Did you know that? That when you live in a condo, you become part of a condo corporation.
Oh, I didn't know that. No.
Okay. So that's one of the common misconceptions that I want to tackle with you. Kasi naalala ko, kasi may nag-comment dun sa page mo about the 50-year lifespan of condos. So
Mm.
akala nila hanggang 50 years lang yung buhay ng isang condominium building. So, okay. Um, Common misconception siya because if you read the Republic Act 4726 or the Condominium Act of the Philippines, the 50 years lifespan is actually talking about the corporation's lifespan. 'Di ba sa Philippines, any company, ang corporation, 50 years siya, 'di ba? And then you'll renew it.
Yeah.
So I think akala ng mga tao hanggang 50 years lang yung condo, but it's actually pertaining to the condominium corporation. So like you and I, no, as condo unit owners, when we buy a property, we become part of the condominium condo corporation, which means that we are all shareholders of the land where the condo sits on, and all the common areas. Parang we're shareholders of that corporation. So
Yeah.
merong kasing tinatawag na mga town hall meetings na halimbawa, 'di ba, may FOA dues tayo. Para tayong taxpayers, and then the building is our country.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Gets.
we're shareholders, and then we get to vote. So meron tayong power to vote for our board of directors, president, vice president, and then kapag may mga maintenance or like improvements that we want to do in the condo itself, we can do that using our HOA dues. So yun yung parang that's one aspect that a lot of people don't know about. So it's not different from being part of a homeowners association in like a subdivision. 'Di ba lumaki kasi ako sa subdivision, yung typical ng 90s, 80s
Oo.
alam mo yun, na yung ko, basketball, tapos may clubhouse, ganun lang, may simbahan.
Oo.
Tapos iba, part kayo ng HOA, tapos may mga weekly, may mga palaro ng basketball, mga ganyan. Yun yung mga programs na hinahandle ng Homeowners Association. Ganon din sa condominium corporation. So, to debunk that, the 50-year lifespan is not the lifespan of the building itself, but the lifespan of the corporation, which the shareholders can renew after 50 years. Yun.
Yung pala yun, ano. Well, good thing I've never heard of that 50-year expiration date of a building. And now that I heard, I also know it's not true. So thank you for that, Jules.
No problem. May nag-bring up dito na magandang topic Balcony. Alam mo bang naging plantita na ako? Ikaw ba? Ano nangyari sa balcony mo?
Ay, nako, eto na nga, naging plantita na rin ako, hindi lang sa labas sa balcony, pero pati na rin sa loob. I'll show you the balcony real quick. Because one more thing that I love about living here is extended yung space ko hanggang sa balcony. So meron akong feeling ko yun ang outdoor ko. Feeling ko yun ang outdoor ko. Right now lang, Jules, it's raining outside because this is we are October na. So umuulan lang ng konti. You can see it's just raining a little bit. But here are my plants. You see it?
Yes.
Yes. So here they
Very
are.
big.
They go all the way up to that side. Medyo maulan lang and medyo makulimlim. But so I have them all throughout, like from end to end. Tapos bukod sa labas, meron din ako sa loob. So let me just show you real quick without me falling. So this is what? Oh, here you go. Like up to the very end there. So parang all rooms have an access to the balcony and they see the plants. Okay, so pasok muna ako kasi medyo malakas yung ulan. Pero I have plants all around. Noong una parang sabi ko, di sige, magandang may plants pero mas na-appreciate ko pa siya nitong nagko-quarantine tayo. Kasi hindi ako nakakita ng mga halaman, Jules. Hindi nga ako natatapatan ng araw eh. Tapos, so I have them indoors also. And just, yeah, and just having them around, like, so helps with your, parang feeling mo relax ka, di ba? Ikaw, marami ka na rin ba?
Marami na. Tapos, and then you talk to them also. Parang
Oo.
talk to them, ganyan. Tapos, my gosh, yung pagiging plantita, it just blew up. Like, this quarantine, parang nag-pop up yung maraming mga online plant sellers, ang daming businesses. And natuwa ako actually. Madami na din. Ang favorite ko for now, yung pothos. Yun yung masayang i-grow. Kasi hindi rin kasi wala akong green thumb. I have like a black thumb. Like, before, kahit cactus, namamatay sa akin. So ngayon, natututo naman ako ngayon. Speaking of balcony, yung commercial na pinakita natin kanina, napansin mo ba yung Commonwealth by Century, ang lalaki ng balconies doon?
Yun yung maganda kasi a lot of people feel like the balcony is not really an accounted feature kasi nasa loob ka lang naman palagi at ba't ka naman tatambay sa balcony. Pero ngayon guys, kailangan kung naka-condo ka parang sobrang bonus yan kung meron kang access sa balcony mo and sarili mong space. And yung sa Commonwealth, diba, it's big enough to have like table and like a few chairs. So you can actually really sit down, relax, and enjoy.
Correct. Actually, may idea ako. What if we invite your followers, your fans, to show off their balcony styling kaya?
Ay, sige. Kasi people have been showing their plants, their workout, yung home office nila, pero wala pang balcony, no?
Wala pa. So let's do this. Okay, sige. So sa mga followers ni Pia Wurtzbach and also the followers of Century Properties, we'll do this. If you have styled your balcony, show them off, and then Pia will choose. Ikaw pumili Pia.
Sige.
Ikaw judge. Okay. Pia will choose the top 3 balcony styling, and you'll win. Siguro the top winner will win 15,000 worth of balcony showcase. Yeah, from Century. And then my consolation for the second and third.
Okay, yeah. Sige. Parang this will be fun. Yeah. I'm so excited to see kung ano yung mga itsura ng mga balconies nila. Kasi marami akong kilala na dati, wala namang laman yung balcony nila. Tapos biglang ngayon may mga halaman na, may mga garden. May tambayan na.
May tambayan. Yeah. Sige. And then guys, use the hashtag you need space, and then hashtag condo goals. And then you have to tag Century Properties on Instagram and Facebook. And also, of course, Miss Pia Wurtzbach. Kasi ikaw magdadyan.
Sige. Let's do that. I'm excited to see the kind of submissions that people are gonna send.
That's exciting. Yay! Ayun. So far, na-tackle naman na natin, I think, most of the comments on your page. I had fun. Actually, you know what? We should do this more often. I mean, talk about, life. Hindi kita nakakausap kasi talaga na, I mean, di ba, when we see each other, it's really work, di ba? We're shooting. Yeah. Nawala ng time. I actually miss working with you sa shoots.
Jules, nami-miss ko na rin mag-shoot. Tsaka nga, pagka nasa mga shoot tayo, ang busy kasi, takbo dito, takbo doon. 'di ba?
correct.
Yung break time lang yung time for chika, pero work mode tayong lahat. Pero ang saya nga ng ganito na we catch up on video calls, at least for now, while we
Please
still
for
can't
now.
see each other. And then, but hopefully soon, 'di ba, matapos na sana
Mm-mm.
lahat to. Tapos pwede na
Correct.
tayong lumabas at
Correct.
mag-shoot like normal.
Um, if ever lang, since nandito na tayo, i-take ko na yung opportunity to invite people. If okay lang ba, Pia, mag-plug? Shameless plug.
Go!
Okay, so for those of you who want to learn more about Century Properties, just go to our website, www.century-properties.com. Ang kagandahan, Pia, people can actually chat with a live person.
Mm.
We have a customer care specialist na live, of course, during office hours. And any questions that you may have, yung unit owners, prospect clients, or even existing clients, they can chat with us and then send us their concerns, and then we'll get back to them. And if ever, if you're watching right now, and I hope you enjoyed our talk, ni Pia, and if you're thinking about condo living and you want to take the first step, the big step in your life, now's the chance. A lot of developers are giving flexible payment terms, and ang maganda pa, yung mga banks now, mababa yung home loan rates. So that's a fact. So now's the best time to take the leap of faith and change your life.
Yeah, and invest, in a home that is yours. Okay, guys, so re-remind ko lang kayo to join yung pa-contest namin. Send us a picture of your balcony. How did it change? Naging plantita ba kayo or plantito? Nagkaroon ba kayo ng garden dyan? Patingin ng mga halaman nyo. Ako, naglagay ako ng maliliit na mga chairs sa labas. Did you do the same? Meron ba kayong mga guitar dyan, ukulele? Paano kayo tumatambay dyan? Take a picture, share it, and don't forget to use the hashtags Condo Golds and hashtag Better Balcony. And
Also,
hashtag You Need Space. So
yeah.
yun, yung mga hashtag na yun. Better Balcony, You Need Space, and Condo Goals. And of course, don't forget to tag Century Properties and tag me also so we see your picture and then we can choose a winner. We're going to have plenty of winners. We are going to have a grand prize winner and then consolation prizes also.
Thank you, Pia.
Thank you, Jules. Ingat ka dyan palagi. And
You so
until
much.
our next chikahan.
Yes. Bye.
Bye. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Jules, for joining me in this discussion and Century Properties. Thank you for submitting your questions also dun sa last na post ko and for sharing all of your comments and experiences in condo living. So, guys, if you're thinking about living in a condo, here's my advice. Do your research. Really compare and don't be afraid to take that leap of faith. If you're thinking about having your own home now is the time. If not now, kailan pa ba, diba? So, yun. Thank you so much, guys. I had fun in this discussion, and then I'll see you again next time. Bye!